Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. And of course, Cole Anthony, not here, but we've seen the team playing well regardless of that fact.
I'll tell you what, the fans will really miss him. He was just so popular, a tremendous talent. But the great thing about the NBA, new stars will emerge. And the question is, who will it be?
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Nick Richards, Evan Mobley out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Boss in at the point. And yep, it's good.
And this is a part of Collins' game that's really evolved, hitting jumpers and catch and shoot.
Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Here's George. And Boss pulls it down. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. They'll pin that one on John Collins. For NBA fans, early season games are so entertaining to watch, Grant. What's your favorite part of the early goings?
You know, B.A., take your pick. Rookie development, team chemistry building. Plus, you wait all off season to see how your team measures up. And now we get to find out.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. Two from the line that time. Here's George. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. No good with a layup.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Collins with the defensive effort.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Sexton passes to Kessler. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Boss. Knocks it down from distance. Boss has got 5 points.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And here's Sexton. Pass to Kessler. Kicks it out to Markkanen from the arc. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Richards, the pass to Mobley. Clarkson for 3. Knocks down the triple.
The three-point shot of Clarkson runs hot and cold. But, boy, when it's on, Jordan, so difficult to stop.
Now here's Kessler. George finds Sexton. Takes the 3. Richards pulls it in. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
The visitors with the ball. 4-point game from deep. Giddey. Kessler with a rebound. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Utah. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Well, they weren't fighting through screens. Their closeouts and rotations were late. You name it, and let's just say they didn't do it on defense.
I just love the ball.
Nick Richards.
And the Jazz with possession here. George passes to Kessler. And that time also a missed shot.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
And that one's good. Clarkson's got 7.
You got to bring more fire than that to stop Clarkson. He's a pro at fending off tight defense.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Now George hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Kessler. Goes back up. Blocked.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
To the inside, Richards. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
So it's Utah now, trailing by 10. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Kessler with it. Richards is there. Pass to George. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Hard to protect your shot from Mobley's length. Look, he just bats that ball away.
Boss's shot is off. George outside, driving in. And another miss by Utah.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Jazz trail by 10. Markkanen looking it over to end the drought. There's the block. Here's Boss. Oh, Kessler with the block. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Mobley passes to Clarkson. To the right side. And stolen by Markkanen. And they're on the break. Here's Sexton. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available. So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Levine with some nice D. They've been making plays at both ends during this run, Grant.
When you're in a groove like this, there's no better feeling. Well, that was clearly a foul.
Team foul. At the line for the away team, taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
So he gets them both. Jazz trail by 12. Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Martin outside. Pass to Hendricks. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. Ball against Sexton. Here's Levine for three. The rebound by Filipowski.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Here's Martin. That one is off. Kispert outside. Driving to the basket. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 14-point game. Knocked loose. And here comes the break. Ball with it. Picked up by Sexton. And Ball gets it to go.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Filipowski, the pass to Martin. Outside Sexton. Going inside, and it's flushed down. A nice chance.
The nimbleness of Sexton on the drive makes him tough to stop. He can just squeeze right past you.
Pass to Kispert. Here's Coulibaly. Hands it from the wing. Here's Sexton. Six on the shot clock. Shoots. Williams grabs the board.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
Right side, Levine. Utah with the rebound. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Oh, Williams with the block. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with a lead pass. Well done.
So it's Utah now. They trail by 18. Ball against Sexton. Offensive rebound. Some solid defense from Coulibaly.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Levine passes to Williams. To the left wing. Ball finds Williams. Back to Ball. 4-3. And it's Martin with the rebound.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Pass to Sexton. And there's the call on Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Right wing. Here's Hendricks. Coulibaly defending. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
Second team foul.
Utah shooting their first free throws of the game.
Hendricks taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So hits one and misses one at the line. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
Here's Hendricks, defended by Kispert. Wood got a piece of it. Now here's Coulibaly. Pass to Kispert. Got a hand on it. 34 seconds left in the opening quarter. Martin, the pass to Wood. Sexton looking around. Fires the three. And there's the call on Christian Wood. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. Third team foul.
They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
And their goal on the offensive end is simple. Pound it inside.
One shot.
Here's Sexton. Takes it inside. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but he drew the foul, and he'll go to the line.
No debate there. He got hammered.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Colin Sexton.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Up 19. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
Collins and Kessler there in the middle. Sexton and Markkanen out on the wings. And it's George in at the point guard. That's the group for Utah right now. Ball no good. Jazz trail by 19. To the middle. Here's Collins. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Oh, a high flyer. Collins playing above the rim and then coming down with force.
Boss's shot is off. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, BA, and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from George.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
Ball passes to Giddey. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Giddey.
You can tell that Josh Giddey is one sharp player, not just in how he threads passes, but how he moves on the floor and gets around other guys.
That one's no good. Jazz trail by 15. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Collins. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Ball. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Clarkson against Sexton. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a man a second late.
Stolen by Mobley. Inside. And it's Clarkson missing. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
At the line for the Jazz, John Collins. One shot.
Free throw is good from Collins. Jazz trail by 14. George passes to Sexton. With the drive. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one's on Clarkson. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A., and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
The first one falls.
They've been impeccable from the line here in the second period, doing what they can to try to build some momentum.
All right, both free throws good from Sexton. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Ball against George. Ball no good. And it's Utah with the ball. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. The offensive rebound. Kicks it to George. Here's Markkanen. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well within Markkanen's range. Lowry is so comfortable with his jumper.
Here's Clarkson. And there's the drive. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Second team foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Jordan Clarkson at the line for 2.
And that one falls for Clarkson.
And at this stage of his career, Clarkson really knows his role. A highly effective scorer who looks to decimate defenses.
And so Clarkson nails both of them. And Utah calls time here. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
How about another cheer for your defense.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. George passes to Collins. Ball against George. Shoots over Ball. It's tipped.
And blocks like this fire Ball's team up. They love watching him show some force on defense.
And it's Giddey missing. Jazz trail by 12. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. George, no good. Back to Ball, to the paint. Mobley, no good. Markkanen against Giddey. And that'll be Utah's ball as it goes out of bounds. Jazz able to keep possession. Here's Collins. He's got 5. George with it. Got it. That bucket makes him just 3 for 10.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You can see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Ball, and he drives in, rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Sexton. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Clarkson. Kessler with a rebound. Kessler's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Sexton. Boy, it's been a tough game for him offensively. Richards with it, and Kessler picks him up defensively. Here's Mobley, and that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
George passes to Kessler. Back to George. Down low. Mobley with the block. Outside Giddey. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Hendricks comes in for Markkanen. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. A 12-point game, and Hendricks gets it to go.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Pass to Kispert. Clarkson outside. The 3 is up. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
George passes to Collins. Now here's Sexton. Tries to break his ice. And the layup is good. Sexton's got 7.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
From Pete Giddey. Utah grabs the miss. Collins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Clarkson against Sexton. Pass to George. Four on the clock. And here's Collins for 3. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
And sometimes Collins makes this look so effortless, as if the 3-shot is just that easy.
Here's Clarkson. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time. 16 points for him.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Jazz trail by 9. Pass to George. Here's Hendricks. 2 for 4 from the field now.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
Ball against George. Here's Giddey. And Collins with the big block.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach.
Now here's George. 7 points in the game. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping him behind.
And great job to establish position and square up.
A different look here for Utah. Wood comes in for John Collins. And it's Martin in for George. Pass to Wood. Tries again. Some solid defense from Williams. Outside Coulibaly. Clarkson finds Levine. Three-pointer, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Here's Clarkson following the bucket by the Jazz. Wood grabs the board. Wood's got his 4th rebound in this one. Jazz trail by 5. Here's Sexton. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Bilal Coulibaly.
And the quickness is unmatched. Tough for defenders to check Sexton. I mean, he just draws the contact right there.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Boss. 7 points in the game. Outside Levine. The rebound by the Jazz.
He hasn't hit a single shot yet, but somehow as a team, they're getting it done.
Martin with the bucket.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
A tight game here in Utah. Here's Boss. Check by Sexton. On the wing, Levine. To stop the drought. The rebound by Filipowski.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Levine against Martin. He nails it, and we're tied. Martin's got 6.
And after struggling out the gate, he's looked more confident. And it's why his teammates have continued to feed him.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul. At the line for the away team. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's a minute 12 left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Hendricks. Back to Wood. Lets the 3 fly. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
He's money from back there. Wood taking what's given.
Now here's Mobley. It's over Filipowski. And Mobley gets it to go. Mobley's got 4 points in the quarter. There's 49 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Sexton. Here's Filipowski. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead, they're going to have to settle for the tie.
Here's Boss. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
4th team foul. Shooting for the away team at the line for 1.
.27 seconds left in the second. Here's Hendricks. 6 points for him. Here's the teardrop. And Sexton with the lay-in. Sexton's got 10 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Boss. Fires from deep. Drains the triple. Martin outside. The 3-ball. No good on the buzzer beater. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Leading by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Fans, please, a big round of applause for your Jazz.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. And I'm Kevin Harlan. Jordan Clarkson was on fire in the first half. He had 16 points and 2 rebounds. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about the visiting team?
Well, if you compare the assist numbers, you can see who's been the superior team. And they're playing a much better brand of basketball. That bodes well for them the rest of the way.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Got to give some credit to the energy of their bench. Except these guys are trying to make a name for themselves tonight. And you know, like the fire under the starters did.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye, Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
Second half. Half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You look at Jordan Clarkson, what a contribution.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Here's Boss. Evan Mobley out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Nick Richards. And it's Boss in at the one. Banked it in off the glass. Boss has got 17.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 6. And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's foul number 2 for him. Sexton's checked in for Hendricks.
Team foul. Coming on the floor for the Jazz, Colin Sexton.
George outside. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Here's Boss. George defending. Boss, good. Boss has got 19 points.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Here's George. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Here's Clarkson. The Jazz making their last shot. Here's Boss. And the 3 off target. Sexton against Clarkson. 11 feet out. It's deflected. And they'll keep possession. George for 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Boss. Back to Richards. That one goes in.
Good, solid start to the half. Hitting 3 out of 4.
Jazz trail by 8. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Sexton misses.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
And stolen by Markkanen. Up top, George. Up and in on the layup. George has got 11 points.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close range look.
Are you ready? It's t-shirt giveaway time. And that was the Utah Jazz Youth DMC. Show some love once again.
And here's Ball. Outside Giddey. Fires the 3. They get it again. And he jams it home with authority.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Now here's George. 11 points in the game. Clarkson with the ball. Picked up by Sexton. And Clarkson with the 3. Clarkson's got 19 points.
As strong as they looked in that first half, their defense hasn't been the same here in the second. They just look slow, not very sharp.
Sexton against Clarkson. Sexton, that's good.
And the pick and roll was a good decision by Sexton. He's got solid playmaking instincts.
Kispert, the pass to Ball. Back to Kispert. Collins with the rebound. Jazz trail by 9. Here's Sexton. The layup misses. Richards with it. Kessler on him. Shoots from 14. Rebounded by the Jazz. Kessler's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
George passes to Collins. Markkanen finds Collins. Shot clock at 5. Here's George. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got 6 in the quarter.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Up top, Giddey. Started by Markkanen. Shoots from 14. And it's Giddey missing.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
George, no good. Ball passes to Giddey, and Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Now a timeout called by Utah.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Levine, he's checked in for Clarkson.
Zach Levine.
Here's Collins. Give him 8. Soft touch off the glass. Collins has got 10 points in the game.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Outside Levine. There's the 3. Rebound, Utah. Collins has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Sexton against Ball. Back to Collins. Wing shot on the way. Nice jump shot. Collins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, complete focus there. Collins giving his shot all of his attention.
Markkanen against Giddey. Over Markkanen. And it's Giddey missing.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And it's Sexton on the take.
Driving inside with a purpose. Sexton taking it right to the defense and drawing a good foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Jazz.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And they've also been in the zone with the mid-range jumper. The defense has given them space, and they haven't hesitated to rise and fire.
Here's Levine, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
A springing athlete. Everybody knows about Levine and his bounce. He's just hard to check, and look, he was fouled right there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Levine.
Athletically gifted, a knockdown shooter. It feels like Levine is constantly underappreciated for all the things that he does.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Hendricks. Second chance shot. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Hendricks has gone 2 of 5 tonight. Here's Ball. Another shot. Oh, the shot no good by Kispert.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here's Martin. Good on the shot. Martin's got 8.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
To the inside. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Martin's gone 5 of 7 from the floor here. Poke loose. Outside Giddey. Here's Levine. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Hendricks. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And he drops the first. Both good from the line that time.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Shoots. They get the rebound. Williams. It doesn't go for him. Jazz leading by 3. To the paint. And it's Filipowski. That time on the assist by Sexton. Sexton's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Evan Mobley, he's checked in for Kispert. Ball against Sexton. Here's Levine for 3. Mobley passes to Williams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Christian Wood picks one up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Shooting for the away team, Williams. 2 shots.
That free throw no good. And he sinks the second. And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for the Jazz. They lead by 4. And there's the lob.
You know, Sexton can be just so clever with the ball, disrupting the defense to create for his team.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's Martin. And that one good. Martin's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Levine takes off. And Levine throws it down.
A ridiculous athlete. I love when Levine puts it on the deck and goes through the lane like that.
1:57 left to play in the third quarter. Sexton passes to Filipowski. Here's Hendricks. Koulibaly defending. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Levine finds ball. The 3 is up. Some solid defense from Martin. Utah leading by 8. 1:24 left in the third quarter. They get it back. Outside for Sexton. Pass to Hendricks. Clock at 6. And stolen by Williams. Levine passes to Ball. Utah grabs the miss.
He might be getting in his head a little bit, trying to get something going, but he's still scoreless in the quarter.
And Wood with the stuff.
The D has to get Wood a little bit further off of his spot. Once he's close to that basket, man, it's pretty much over.
On the wing, Levine. Back to Ball. Outside Levine. Ball outside. Three-pointer. Ball with another miss.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Martin against Levine. 6 to shoot. Here's Hendricks. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got a rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Koulibaly. Off with the layup. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Utah ahead. They're up by 10. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.